Hello guys.
Ronaldo, Real Madrid shirts,
I'm just looking
or Mexico shirt, or Colombia.
YouTubers.
People.
And anyway, so today's day we don't have all yellow news. It's all yellow news. That means there is no high impact news. If we start with Nasdaq, so as I say, monthly, weekly, if you watch my previous videos, the market structure is bullish. Now, even though we have a bear candle, we're going to open in 3 minutes. I want to explain it quickly. I am bullish as market structure. I will explain that later on or check my other videos. This is consolidation, but in terms of market structure, this is bullish. Now, if we take this low on the daily, I will be bearish. I will be cautious. I will be bearish. This is 4-hour intermediate term low. And if I do this, anyway, let me focus on ES. That's where I'm going to trade. I want to explain you. If you see this yellow light, that's the target I have. Let me check one thing, guys. I need to log into my account. That's one thing that I haven't done. I wasn't fully prepared. Okay, I log into my account. Ready to rumble. You can see the notes. Have a quick look. The yellow lines is where I have the targets. That's my daughter, by the way, guys. She's cheering for me. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. All right, yeah. So it's all bullish on ES. I don't have much time. We got 50 seconds, 55 seconds. Let's have a look in the 1 hour. So I want this low to be respected. If we take this low, I'm not bullish anymore because this is the intermediate term low for the 4 hour. Now I want to see 5 minute, 5 minute. I'm just looking how ES is doing. So I'm bullish. We got 20 seconds. Let me go 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Do we have an entry? I want to see what do we create, how the open is. A breakout here clearly gives me an easy target towards the previous day high, Monday's high. Five minute. So I always like to put some odds. I mean, we have to wait 5 minutes. That's what I like, not to trade just 1 minute like crazy. So if we put here, yeah, that's bullish. That's very, very bullish. I would like to see that very bullish. Clearly, we go 4 minutes to make a decision. I mean, now in 1 minute, it would have been an entry, but it's something that I don't want to do. So 3. If I enter around here, Let me go target there. That's a very nice target. Clearly it will be a very nice target. Yeah, I'm just checking. I will have to reduce this. I don't want to risk more than 100 for the trade, guys. I want the candle to close. My shoot up all the way up. Now, yeah, this is yes, it's looking way more bullish. The thing is, with 1 minute, I had the entry there. But anyway, I learned yesterday from my mistakes of FOMO. So I'm still happy with these odds. And I want to see this to be close. I want to give it to 2 and I will add more. I know like how much I'm risking, how much it's going to be. This for me looks bullish. Now there is nothing guaranteed. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. We go 1 minute and a half. One minute and a half. See what price does. If it closes down, we have to wait. Clearly, there's no entry there. Go 50 seconds. Imagine we were so bullish, and now you go all the way down. Okay. Twenty seconds. It's not going to be a bullish engulfing candle, guys. I mean, it will have to move really quickly now. I'm very aggressive. That clearly is not doing that. It is over. Okay. So now the 15-minute could give us a bullish engulfing candle. That is a bearish move, and it's nothing guaranteed. I mean, there's a possibility we could be consolidating around this area, guys. I mean, that is a shift in market structure, bearish. You see this displacement? That is a bearish displacement. And now this point is important. It's not critical, but it's very important for me. And we have to wait for price to create a proper direction. I mean, if this 15-minute closes like that, that is a very engulfing candle, supporting the shift in market structure, a very shift in market structure in the 5-minute, putting us in a situation of bearish market conditions. NQ is looking way more bearish. I mean, we had consolidation since London and all the way to now. Price hasn't shown any clear direction or path. We have overnight price falling, but we want to respect that. We got 7 minutes and 40 seconds to see if we're going to get a bullish engulfing candle. If we have a bullish engulfing candle, this is the good thing to trade on this type of time frames. You have time to make more accurate decisions. It wouldn't be a very good odds, so that's the problem. That's not acceptable. 1.28. I'm going to risk a bit less. The market is not very clear, to be honest. It's not very clear. There is not much clarity to me. What I have to wait is to find the direction. I know we're in July. Price action is not that good. So far looks a bit bearish now. And is going the opposite side of my bias. If we look higher time frame, 1 hour, this is making a bearish engulfing candle in 1 hour. 4 hour, if it keeps dropping and closes below this candle, that is a bearish engulfing candle, and we might make that move. I was telling you guys that we took the buy side liquidity. NQ did not take this buy side liquidity, making this a bearish SMT. If we go to comparing this, you see that how NQ failed to take this buy side liquidity and ES took all this and NQ didn't, making it a bearish engulfing candle. Now both of them, they don't move symmetrical at the moment. They're not moving towards the same direction, and that worries me a bit also. So you got those two factors. I'm still bullish overall, but yeah, putting all that together, I'm in a situation that I just want to see how do we close now. It's very important how do we close in 1 hour and 4 hour here, and we only got 20 minutes to close. Do I know where we're going now? I'm not very sure. The market hasn't shown me clear. If I have to bet now, I think we're a bit more bearish, but it's all about closing this 1 hour and 4 hour to have more accuracy where we're going. So it's time to be patient. And this is trading, guys. Sometimes you have to be patient, you have to wait and for those setups, and those setups will appear. Now they don't appear every time, so you need to sit and wait for it, and sometimes you miss it, you know, and you have to have an organized structure type of trading and understand how the market behaves at certain times of the day with news and everything. And this is very clear. The higher time frame always overtakes the smaller time frames, because if I look at this smaller time frame, I will tell you, okay, this is bearish, but it's all about this, the 4 hour, how we go to close now, how is it looking. And there's a big difference if 1 hour closes here than here. If it closes here, we are giving like really bearish move. That is no guarantee, but the probabilities increase dramatically to go bearish in this type of scenario. So at the moment, this is what I can tell you. We have to be patient and wait here. I would like to enter here, but that will be such an aggressive entry here if this becomes a bullish engulfing candle. I wouldn't like it that much because we will be touching the bearish fair value gap here, and it will be on point to a bearish trade here. If this thing closes here, yeah, that is hypothetical, and yeah, I have to be a bit more cautious at the moment. I want to reduce my risk. I was expecting to risk $100 per trade, but I want to reduce it a bit more, like to 50 or less. Not 50 or less, maybe 70 or less dollars per trade on my cash account. On my prop firms, I'm going to trade around 5 times more than that, so it will be around 300 something. Taking a trade here is tempting. Oh gosh, it's so tempting, I tell you that. NQ has taken London lows. ES hasn't taken London lows. It will be a very aggressive trade. I will be okay to trade a small amount of money that I say, you know what, I'm okay to lose this. I'm okay to lose this amount of money. Yeah, that I will be perfectly fine with it. Perfectly fine with that. That could be a sign we got SMT at the lows. Could be a sign I'm just being bullish and maybe it's making me a bit blind. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But that is an SMT at the lows if we close like that. I just want to see it's a very risky trade. Risky trade. Risking around 35. You could call that a testing trade more than anything. I'm alright to take that type of trade. Put in the freezer. Close the door, please. Yeah, close the door, please. That was my wife. She's preparing a meal for the baby. So I just put a testing trade and see how we go. So it's happening something that I was suspecting that might happen. It might take my stop loss. I always like to make better entries, grab risk a bit less or things like that, you know. Anyway, so how do I feel? No idea where we're going. A testing trade is perfectly acceptable. Now, because my capital is quite small, this testing trades is borderline like a trade risking $35 when I put a normal trade is $50 or $100. So it's quite a bit. You know, testing trade that should be something a tiny amount that it wouldn't affect your P&L. But yeah, because we got SMT and bullish overall, and we took the sell side liquidity in NQ, and here we took some sell side liquidity. That's what I took that testing trade. Ideally, if we're going towards my direction here, I will like to, what I would like to do, I would like to put another trade and to at least risk around $50 to $80 for the day to put exposure. Now let's hope we're going towards my direction. Market is going nowhere. It's not very clear. So yeah. So we put a take profit around there. So if we do this, put this here. What are the odds? Yeah, really good. That's really good odds. I don't want to be super greedy. Now, yeah, this trade is a pure testing trade. I think if we lose this trade and price doesn't give us a strong bullish move, I'm out for the day. Yeah, there's a possibility we lose this trade and price now starts going towards our direction. Once we break this high, the probability of taking Monday's high is very high. To see how we close. Okay. Yeah, it's not the easiest day, to be honest. It's a choppy market. It's going nowhere. That's the advantage of 5 minutes. You take more time. You don't keep entering and coming out of the market, you know, all crazy. That's what 1 minute gave me, all that tilt and everything. Of because it gives you a lot of opportunities to enter in the market, and sometimes I used to forget the overall picture. So I'm very grateful now I put these rules to enter on the 5 minute and above. Doesn't look good. Yeah, it looks like we might take the lows. Yeah. So if we take that low, market has to show me a clear bullish reversal now. Like that was a nice bearish trade, as I was saying. I was a bit worried. That's why I put the testing trade. Still, this is not looking good at all. I think 10 a.m. might give us a clue. it might give us the direction, or we might be chopping like that. It's July, guys. July. Okay. I'm here drinking my water. I'm standing up. I'm not sitting on my desk, just to improve a bit my posture. Stretching and thinking I could have risked a bit less on my testing trade. Instead of 35, 25 maybe. But yeah. So alright, that is gone. So I lost $42. That is a disgrace. $42. That's what you call a testing trade? Come on, man. This is closing bearish. We're going to wait until 10 a.m. and what price give us. So yeah, that's the situation, guys. There is no much to say. We might take London lows. We might take London lows, overnight lows. I mean, London kind of starts at 2 a.m. But yeah, if we take the lows of the day, that is most likely going to happen. It's time to give it a quit, maybe. It's how we close with this candle. Look at NQ. It looks like it's going directly to this intermediate time low, the 4 hour. Okay, testing trade. That was like a regular trade. Yesterday was an easier day than today. So yeah, it might be the day is over for me. By the way, that testing trade is expensive. Gosh, $42. My like conservative trades are $50, so I need to find a way of like putting more capital into my cash account, or finding a way of like even trading less. But I just put one contract, I believe. So yeah, this was a nice short trade here. Now the odds are not that good, but 1.5 to get there. It looks like we might get it. Three minutes. This is going to close bearish. That is concerning, to say the least. Concerning. NQ already took the lows of overnight long time ago, and it's going to take the lows of Thursday previous week, and that is intermediate term low. 2 minutes to close, guys. This is the way. I just need to adjust some testing trades, things like that, you know, and be honest with myself. Just going to check the chat, guys. We took the lows. We took the lows, guys. We took the lows. We took the lows, guys. We took the lows. I would like that to be respected, as I said. So, I mean, we got half an hour, and I would like to see a shift in market structure now. If a shift in market structure doesn't happen, I'm out. But this is very bearish. This is very bearish to be honest, guys. Let's see how we end. I'm going to wait for a shift in market structure. I'm going to leave it there, guys, for you. I'm going to wait another 10-15 minutes. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to focus and see market conditions.
First
The
peek
fighting words.
at involvement here from Halegua. Door spades in a gutter against second pair. Halegua.
We'll want to call and see a turn.
Three jacks.
Allowing her for some river play. Bad timing for Kristen here with that one, though. I like just flatting because you allow your opponents to keep bluffing. It is rather dangerous. We see if a 9 were to roll off here, he would lose.
Instead, it's an ace, but it is a club.
Yeah,
And it's not impossible that some semi-bluffs are associated with that turn action from Kristen.
yeah, and with his full house here, Jack's full of aces, he has no worry. Now he's just hoping the clubs or the King 10 or perhaps even Queen Jack is out there.
Yeah, wholly unconcerned about being beaten is Halegua, as Foxen, sensing that this card could be one that could send him for the exit, but of course...
And this is what I was alluding to before we went to the break about the tough players continuing the story, putting you to the test on the river. If her opponent's hand wasn't as strong as it was in a full house, this would be a pretty...
Yeah, wholly from Kristen.
Because you allow your opponents to keep bluffing. It is rather dangerous. We see if a 9 were to roll off here, he would lose.
Instead, it's an ace, but it is a club.
Yeah.
And it's not impossible that some semi-bluffs are...
No worry.
Sensing that this card could be one...
If her opponent's hand wasn't as strong as it was in a full house, this would be a pretty tough bet to call with something like just a... Not a
Easy. For Kristen.
She knows her hand got caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah, it's the ultimate cooler. Yeah, exactly, right? Only.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do when you get dealt pocket kings.
This is looking bearish, guys.
A moment, I thought Scott got. Sometimes in these spots, too, we don't know the history today between Seaver and Berger, rather. Maybe he's seen some things that really scare him, and he'll see the good news, Holly.
You're good.
Oh, Burger just
Oh,
says
yeah.
you're good, which is kind of wild to say.
Absent.
Yeah, we're going down. I think we're down for today. I'm not going to take any bearish trades. It was a good bearish trade, especially NQ gave a nice bearish trade here. 108, yeah. I wasn't looking to take any bearishness. Alright guys, good luck, take care, no more trades.